guys. So it's R211 from earlier, and if you haven't seen the 3 line, go check it out. And now we're gonna do the 4 line, starting at Woodlawn. And we're not going all the way to New Locks Avenue like we did on the 3 trip. So we're gonna go all the way to Crown Heights Utica Avenue, and let's start at Woodlawn. So at Woodlawn is a terminus station for the 4 train. And now let's go on to, and at Woodlawn, sometimes 5 trains in here. And now let's go on to Marshall Loop Parkway. So at Marshall Loop Parkway, there's like a I think this isn't a terminus station. I thought it was, but it's an elevated station too. So let's go on to Bedford Park Boulevard, Lehman College. So Bedford Park Boulevard, Lehman College is actually a terminus station too, for rush hour. And it has a college, and you can also transfer to the B&D train from here. At Kingsbridge Road, you could transfer to the B&D train too, and at Fordham Road too. So at 183rd Street, this is the only station that is 183rd Street. So at Burnside Avenue, this is actually a terminus station too. And this is the last express station before going to Woodlawn. Let's go on to 100. So you could transfer. There's a bus history between 176th Street and 167th Street. But 167th Street, you could transfer to the B&D train. And then at 161st Street, Yankee Stadium is a terminus station too. And you can also transfer to the B&D trains by exiting the station and going underground and re-entering back. And you can also watch the Yankees play baseball, I think. And then at 149th Street, Grand Concourse is actually another terminus station. So the 4, 5, and 6 trains. So the 5 trains in here sometimes during like part of suspended or fast track maintenance. And then 6 trains do end here, but they make you exit at like 125th Street, I think. And then they turn back around on the local track. Like the 6 trains, like the 6 trains was running between 2 sections, but like 3rd Avenue, 138th Street, and Pelham Bay Park, and between 125th Street, I'm at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall, and 149th Street Grand Concourse. Now, at 138th Street Grand Concourse, you could transfer here to the 5 train on the same platform. And then the 4 train skips this station during rush hour. And this is the last station in the Bronx before we go on to Manhattan. So let's go on to 125th Street. So you could transfer here to the 6 train. And we're not going through the local track stops. We're going through the express stops. I'll show y'all that in the 6 train video. And now at 86th Street, there's a lower level for the 4 and 5 trains. The 6th train is on the upper level. And now let's go to 59th Street. So at 59th Street, you could transfer to the F and Q trains. But it was only the F train when the queue was extended from 57th Street, 7th Avenue to 96th Street. And then, yeah. Let's go into Grand Central. You could transfer here to the 7 train. And then you could transfer to the shuttle. And then, yeah, and you could transfer to the Metro North and Long Island Railroad. Now at 14th Street Union Square, there's like these things, platform extensions, since at 14th Street Union Square the platforms curve. And now let's go on to Brooklyn Bridge City Hall. So at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall, you could transfer to the J and Z trains. And at Fulton Street, you can also transfer to the 235 AC, J, and Z, and the PAC trains. And then at Wall Street, it's just a street called Wall Street, because I guess there's like a long wall it used to be. And then at Bowling Green is the last station before going to Brooklyn. And at Bowling Green, the 5 train ends here on the weekends. And it goes through the South Ferry Loop. And you can transfer to the Staten Island Ferry. And now, let's go to Borough Hall. So, at Borough Hall, you can transfer to the 235 and the R train. And now, at Nevin Street, there's an abandoned platform that hasn't been completed yet. And then let's go to Atlantic Avenue Barclay Center. So at Atlantic Avenue Barclay Center, you could transfer to the 2-3 BD, N, Q, and R trains. And then at Franklin Avenue, Medgar Evers College, which is the last stop before its terminus station. And Borough Hall and then at Bowling Green is a terminus station. Also is Brooklyn Bridge City Hall. So at Franklin Avenue, Medgar Evers College is the last time to transfer to the 2 and 5 trains. And now let's go into Crown Heights, Utica Avenue. You could transfer, this is the terminus station, and you can transfer to the 3 train. And that'll be the end for the 4 train video. I'll see you guys in the 5 train video. Bye.